1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
Now, the conversation is going to trigger y'all. I'm gonna let you know right now. Whatever you hear and see in accountability court do not reflect the views of myself. If I am not verbally saying it out of my mouth, do not put your feelings of other people's opinion onto me. I am an individual. I am not a monologue to no one. Let's dive into what was said pertaining to this case with Pastor Petty and FWA. For those who are new here, okay, so it looked like Pastor Petty supporters is in the audience. All right, so it has begun. Just because your name is on the docket does not mean you are required to appear in court. You are not obligated. However, Boss Stephen Hush, however, we are still going to discuss what we heard, which is the evidence that was submitted to the courtroom. We're going to hear it. We're going to allow the jury, which is the people in the panel. Once we hear the clip, I'm going to drop the bloggers and I'm going to allow a jury to come up. The jury is going to deliberate, but the final decision is left up to the peers of accountability court. I do not make no decisions. Your peers do. Understood? Got it? Let's press play.
Others okay with saying it that are YT. So I do say that's a conversation. But I would say I cannot see the boxes. So I can't see you all in the box. But
Okay, can I go right quick?
go ahead, drop queen.
Okay, get started. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Hi, Pam. Hi, Manny. Hi, my cousins. I did have a question, a clarifying question for something that. So can you clarify? That's what
One.
it's two. So people being part.
I didn't say that. I was copying. Lala said that to friends. I didn't say that. I was just repeating. I was just kind of reporting in there.
We good. Just do
Okay, welcome in, Pastor Petty.
Hello. How are you?
Hello. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
What's up, Xavier?
I really like when people bring dry bones and cannot put a name on it. But I do have the clip of me doing a story time about a gorilla. And me and my Patreon also just having fun with my story about several types of gorillas. But I never said anyone's name. Did they bring you a clip with me saying anyone's name?
All right, pause it. So the story time was about a gorilla. We're going to walk through this together. We're going to take the notes on this together. And the question that Pastor Petty just posed, thank y'all so much for the monetary support. Thank you. The question he just posed was, did I...
We're over at Bella's.
I'm trying to focus.
We're over at Bella's.
Thank you.
You know, I just gotta make sure. Welcome, esteem.
No, you motherfucking lying to me.
WAP in the chat. Thank you.
A motherfucker that turned into Lola got to ballot it out. She said the yashes.
Man, listen. AP knows how I'm falling for her. That's a big AP thing.
What the fuck?
Okay. So the question he asked was, did he say any names? Is there a clip of him saying any name? That's the question. Now we're going to continue to hear it through.
He didn't ask me for a clip, but if he needs the clip, I do have it. I mean, if you're scared to say my name, you know it. You say the very between the E and the G. You say
Would you like me to?
the E and the G, and I got that video too. But the fact that you
Thank y'all for helping with the goal.
your people in your Patreon, you allow your people in your Patreon to do that. I got all the clips, so it don't even matter. I wasn't even trying to bring this here. I wasn't even trying to bring this here. And no, H baby, he can't.
But she doesn't want to talk about that. But once again, my Gorilla's story was didn't have anyone's. I wish you could.
So I think that's
called a subliminal passive pussy.
I have to say subliminal.
It's subliminal passive pussy.
It was just a story time.
Okay,
Was
now
the story
drop.
in reference to something that
Now drop. You address that man as Pastor who? Mad Max. Appreciate it. Drop Queen, are you in the audience? What's up, girl? Now you address Pastor Petty as Pastor who? Leap. What y'all got going on today? Listen, y'all lighting up this screen. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. W Mad Max, W Libra in the chat. But I'm not gonna hold you. If y'all gonna have a conversation, let's understand something. Drop. Soon as you hit that mic, you addressed him as Pastor, and I don't want to say the word. Just being fair. Shout out to my friends, y'all. Thank you.
between you and friends or something? Like,
No.
you just like, it was a story time. That don't make sense. Something off with that or something.
Yeah, it was a story time. I could literally play. It was from 8. It's called 8/12 Tuesday Madness. It's at a 6-minute mark. I'm literally telling a story. It could be about anybody. $10 to holler at me and they feeling that way.
Do y'all want to hear it? Because it is alleged that he's allowing, and he started this whole gorilla thing. So, what do y'all want to do? Because he is here, and he's willing, so what do y'all want to do?
I'm about to go because I'm going to see the dermatologist, but I'm going to say this.
How did she bring you something and now she's leaving?
I didn't bring this. Manny was already doing this with your dumb ass. He was already speaking on this ass, the pussy. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Don't fucking talk to me. I said shut the fuck up because Manny was fucking bringing that here. Manny was already talking about it.
Okay.
Fucking pussy. You a fucking pussy.
Okay, mute them up. Mute them up. Mute them up.
Child, I was about to turn it into a game. I was about to ask if anybody can count how many times we heard that word in reference to pastor. I was going to send out a CA, but you know what? I don't want to get too messy. I'm going to slow it down.
Mute them up. Okay, so Pastor Petty just played the clip.
I didn't know it was going to come back to that part. My apologies. Professionalism, Bella, professionalism.
So that we can hear what was alleged. Can you just go ahead and play the clip?
Ooh, child.
Is anybody? Y'all know I can't see the boxes, so I don't know what y'all might have done.
Yeah, he'll be ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, Pastor. Go ahead.
Oh, come across the silver man. Big bang. pause. I'm talking to someone. The video isn't paused. No, I'm in my, yes, I'll break it up. There I was, minding my business. I saw this silverback just, spit was flying at the phone. Spit just flying at the phone. And hell, there's you like Rocky Road? Let me do the Rocky Road thing because they're gonna say I'm talking about people. I really want this to be a silverback skit. I want this to be a silverback skit and a hit dog holler. I want this to
Pause. Silverback skit. And a hit dog will holler.
Add in spitting at the phone.
Yeah. And again, I am going to allow, child, listen, I am going to allow jurors to come up once the clip is over, okay?
I want this to be a silverback skit because I don't want nobody to be like, oh, he's talking about certain people. I'm not. I hit y'all to holler if anybody considers themselves a silverback. If anybody plays this back and goes, oh, he was talking about you, I didn't say no names. Goonies never got you right. Trouble shuffle, you know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that this is straight silverback line. So anybody who say, oh, he's talking about me, I ain't say no names. So the silverback sitting in front of the phone and Zoo laughing. Some lady brought the phone over to the silverback and said, guess what? They doing ABCs. They doing ABCs. The silverback's just shaking the cage. More money. More money. Like, gift.
Libra.
So Manny, that's what we want. I don't think we need to hear anymore. I don't think we need to hear anymore. Because I'm about to go in his doctor's office, but he already said what he needed to say. A monkey sitting there spitting at his phone and all the things. There y'all go right there. You get what I'm saying? I'm not stupid. I wasn't even in his life. They sent me the clip. And a lot of the people that don't like Petty felt like he was saying. And he was. You heard all the shit. A silverback, a big back. Hold on. Let me finish. A big back and all the things. What do a big back got to do with a silverback? Then spitting at my phone and all the things. I don't find that very, whatever is salacious or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but I most definitely know after I heard it, I knew who he was talking to. But it don't fucking matter. I don't have respect for him, and fuck him, okay? Fuck him. Seriously, I do not care anymore. I'm done. I spoke on it, and I'm done with it, all right?
Yes.
Have a good day, man. Bye.
Yes.
Even my family in here, in here, and they kind of like, oh, man, that's mad disrespectful. You don't want nobody talking about your mama like that. What if we say something about your mama? You all here don't even do it. Let's just leave it alone.
Right.
Yeah, your mama be talking all the time, but shit. Okay, man. Have a nice day.
Unfortunately, FWA daughter heard what was said about her mom. So that is her daughter's response.
The letter, D part to kind of convict. That's what I was saying. You know what I'm saying, man? They said earlier that he said a part with like, oh, we know it's the letter between E and G, and I was kind of waiting for that to kind of like convict them. You know what I'm saying? To be like, oh yeah, that's definitely who you're talking about.
So, Pastor, do you want to speak about the issue that you may have? Because I can kind of sense.
Well, I
I don't have an issue with the lady. I mean, she's on her own. I don't have an issue. I really was doing a story time. I said A to Z. I said A to whatever. I never mentioned her.
Well, they are saying that he didn't say no names, but he did say yada yada, and it's subliminal. So I think we all can understand that and agree on that, right? Like it was subliminal if it was anything, right? Because
all right, so Kim in the audience just said he's watching. Is he too scared to come get in the box? The vloggers are in the panel until the clip is over. Himself or FWA can come up and speak for themselves. If anyone that is here to be a character witness can also come up, but they are not obligated, okay? If this is your first time here, just want to make that clear. Thank you so much for sending out the populars. P.AME.C. Thank you all for the support.
You gonna tell me you show up fashionably late to court? Look at oh my God, boy, you got me fucked up. You late, you dress snazzy, and you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. I'm glad to see you this morning.
I've been in there. She was late.
Oh my God, this was great. I came in here seeing you all dressed up. I said, boy, I know he fucking playing with me right now. Okay, good luck in court. Goodbye.
Oh, thank you.
And I did, so I want to make sure that nobody says this is about them. This story time. Did we hear that?
Yeah, we did do that, but then you proceeded to like insinuate some things, so I'm trying to find it.
So I think if anything, we might need to get to the issue because I sense that there's an issue. You get me? So I think if we get to the issue, then we can probably get to the root of it because as we all hear, I do think it's subliminal, so I don't think we're going to get anything from there because it's subliminal.
Yeah, did you have your friends a few months ago?
Takes the story time and makes it about themselves. And I can't control it when it comes to people of color. There are all types of people that visit my Patreon and visit my platform, from Asian to European, but nobody is making fun of people.
So, Pastor, I have been aware that you and her have like been doing back and forth in you all's lives. What is that about?
There's no back and forth. I have a YouTube with tons of videos, even from yesterday, that don't include it.
I get yesterday, but beforehand, I have witnessed something.
That's all right. That baby Pastor Petty that they were talking about, Petty isn't.
It was about 2 months ago, wasn't it, Pastor Petty? Y'all had like an issue where y'all was going back and forth consistently.
No, it was 1 day. It wasn't a month's worth. It was
Yeah,
a day.
Pete.
1 day.
It wasn't a month's worth. I'm saying it was about 2 months ago when it happened.
I'm gonna show out. I'm finna show out.
If it was a month ago, it was a day for me. It wasn't a long day.
So what started that then, Pastor? What started that? Because it seems like whenever y'all first it seems like whenever y'all first disagreed or continue to disagree, it built from there. So what transpired or what brought about that first disagreement?
If it serves me right and what happened, I believe she was making an issue with a person that I follow by the name of Queen E and talking about her. And then I decided to hit the block button on FWA.
Gotcha.
I had it for record. Saying some things about her and speaking on her, and when she said those things, I blocked WA. So her continuing to talk about Pastor Petty, I haven't been bothering.
So you haven't unblocked her since you blocked her?
I unblocked her one time because my followers wanted something to be cleared up. Even when she was telling people to hit my page and report it and all that, there was somebody who came over to my box and said that they are the person that reported her page. So, in turn, I unblocked her for that day so that person could let her know it was them and they were doing the reporting on the page. And then I reblocked her.
Yeah, before the pastor goes.
Everything is located on my YouTube. I don't scream her. She's not for the chat. I don't scream her. I don't She's not part of the news.
Okay, Pastor. You know, I have rocked with you prior too, but my first question is, if you were not referring to friends in your story time, was this fictitious character, this gorilla, referring to an African American person?
No, it wasn't. It was
Cindy.
literally in my head. This story time is.
Okay, W. Hippie, he asked a direct question. Was that story about the gorilla about an African American? Petty said no. He specifically said no, it was not. Okay.
Hey, y'all go over there, the haters over there in the comments. I'm over there too, but if y'all go if you go look.
And they have phones, just like when they make the AI videos of the Sasquatches and the gorillas, all these AI videos. Literally, an AI video was what I was telling.
Okay.
Anybody.
That's okay. And then the next question is, you allege that Friends has allowed people to say N-word on her platform. I haven't seen that. Could you let us know who the person or persons is that you believe did that?
It's the person. I don't really like saying this person's name because they went out of their way to get a.
Hey.
What was
That was the new gift. It's called VHS. I saw it last night. It's VHS. That's a big dog gift. No shade. Shout out to motherfucking Life in Favor. Respectfully.
W.
Need I say more? W in the chat. Life in Favor, respectfully. That name suits you well. Thank you. Thank you all. Let's keep listening.
The lady's name is Bougie on here, and she goes around with blackface as well. She has a profile that she's done blackface on. Real legit blackface, not this thing where I have a follower that has Kevin Gates as her profile picture, and she's a fan of him. This lady has literally went and done blackface. Literally had a black.
He says Bougie did blackface and called someone the N-word. And he is accusing FWA. They both bringing charges on each other. He's accusing FWA of housing Bougie in her space. So I'm going to post these questions. I'm just making sure I'm not missing shit. These some wild allegations. Okay? Let's get to it.
Person's profile, and literally several times on other lives, and people have tried to let her know, but she's, whatever. People gonna do whatever they want to do. She has said the N-word, and like she said it because her son and her child's father is black, so that's why she gets a pass.
Yeah, so we found a loose thread because you say that she said it, but she hasn't said it on Frank's platform, correct?
It's been known, and she hasn't.
Yeah, she might have said it before, but you and this lady got a history. Is that the issue that you really have with Frank?
No.
She hanging out with somebody that doesn't call them the
Damn, they are going bonkers. The ballers are outside. Sorry, but I was gonna ask. When Hippie just said that, like she did say it on her platform, right? That was something that y'all said or something she said in the past. Does it matter if it was said on her platform at all? Like, or does it matter if it was said? That's my question. Like, I don't think it, in my opinion, I don't care if it was said on her platform. Like, I don't.
All right. So I guess the question that they're trying to pose to FWA is that why are you housing Bougie in your space when she's done X, Y, and Z, apparently? So it's like he's trying to...
Right, no, that makes sense. That's completely correct. But the part of did it happen on her platform is the part where it made me kind of get a little lost.
Because it shouldn't matter if it happened in her space.
Right.
What you're saying.
Yes.
Good point. So let me put, should it matter? Okay, thank you, Bray. You on point. Should it matter where it was said? Okay. All right.
What is on you?
No, anybody can hang out with whoever they want to hang out with. I have no issue with that. But if you're gonna try to come and make issues about what's going on in Peggy's profile, then we're gonna have to say everything that's going on over there, including Lala dragging black people in her box.
Got you. So it's given that bullshit is part of where the tension.
And I appreciate y'all supporting the panel as well. I'm gonna do my best to not pause so much, but thank y'all so much for the support. Truly appreciate it.
Shout out to the ballers.
Yes, and shout out to the vloggers, y'all. We appreciate you. I can't say it enough.
Could be.
No. I don't have any.
Well, I mean, you just kind of alluded to if they were gonna call you out, then you have to call out them. And so it seems like there has been a constant back and forth, which is you all calling each other out.
No, there's no calling each other out. If you go to my YouTube, Pastor Petty News, you'll see that I'm not calling her out or anything that goes on our platform. I don't even say her name.
So who is the young man that is referred to as the YT man that followed up behind you and also used the word gorilla and
Listen, if y'all are streaming, I appreciate you, but yo, when I say the chat is on one today, so Alex in the audience said, so she tap dance always for white tea people, and now we gotta be outraged because of Petty? I don't know. It's looking like this is going to be an interesting conversation when this clip is over. And we almost there, y'all. The clip is almost over.
Or Mikey or something like that. Who is the young man? Or is he an older man?
Don't know what you're referring to.
Thanks to your page, after you did the gorilla story, there was a YT man or YT men that came behind you and further enforced that point of gorilla. Almost as if you gave them the key to the city to call African Americans gorillas, and then they decided to parade it down the streets.
And also allegedly was threatening towards her family.
Yeah, thank you, Manny, allegedly.
It's the people that I have blocked, like maybe a Boss Hog. There's a video on YouTube that I do have. He has said the N-word with the ER, had that person blocked. If it's the sketch guy, that's part of her platform. That person is part of their platform, not mine. That person has been in Discord. I have those receipts saying that he would R-word women, that he wanted to do all type of stuff to women. I have those receipts as well. That person isn't a part of my platform. They go around. I think that person has a profile by like.
Hold on, Pastor. You don't know what you said. That day when you were doing your story time, that these guys, these YT guys, was there with you, saying these disparaging things, and then they left and went additional things. Not somebody you did have blocked. It's alleged that they were there. Thank you, Manny, for alleged.
In my box.
I'm gonna be in court. I'm gonna be in court. That's why we on this page, because I'm gonna join the box on the other page. So we in Bella's court. The Bella Leon.
Do you have Mikey images in your Patreon, Silverback, Gorilla images in your...
They go on my story time, yes. They go on my story time.
So were you the one that posted them, or were these the supporters that sent you inspiration?
What do you mean?
Meaning, did you post these gorilla photos, or did your supporters send you images for inspiration to go along with your story time?
They were posted during my story time.
That's what I'm asking you. Were they posted by you or by the supporters?
They're gifts. They're gifts in the Patreon. You know, memes, gifts. I mean, you want to see? I mean, I can show you.
Wait, you create the memes?
All those ones that you can kind of type something in. But the point is, you got to type in gorilla to get that gift to come out. You know what I'm saying?
But also, doesn't that mean that he's not the one typing and looking it up, right? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. Who's typing and looking at it? Is it Petty or is it the YT Ku Klux organization?
It's
Who
the
was
organization.
looking?
But I think the point earlier was, Manny, from the clip that we heard, he was the firecracker that started it, and then the other crackers jumped in and wanted to pop. So that's what the point was.
It's an accusation. Once again, it's a story.
Allegedly, that's what the point was.
It's a story time, and it's a live Patreon.
Now that is what we can go by. It's because You
Thank you,
agreed.
Mrs. Sweet.
You gave the story time, so you did give the story that had silverbacks and gorillas in it. Now the use of that story is different, but you do agree that you gave the story.
I believe she was making a and talking about her, and then I decided to hit the block button on FWA.
Gotcha.
If I had it corrected, and saying some things about her and speaking on her, and when she said those things, I blocked FWA. So her continuing to talk about Pastor Petty, I haven't been bothering.
So you haven't unblocked her since you blocked her?
I unblocked her one time because my followers wanted something to be cleared up. Even when she was telling people to hit my page and report it and all that stuff, there was somebody who came over to my box and said that they are the person that reported her page. So, in turn, I unblocked her for that day so that person could let her know it was them and they were doing reporting on the page. And then I reblocked her.
Yeah, ask Betty before the pastor goes.
Yeah, everything is located on my YouTube. I don't scream her. She's not for the chat. I don't scream her. She's not part of the news.
Okay, Pastor, you know, I have brought with you part two, but my first question is, if you were not referring to friends in your story time, was this fictitious kid to this gorilla referring to an African American person?
No, it wasn't. It was literally in my head. This story times is primates, albino primates, regular primates.
So, okay, let me stop it right there. Okay, so thank y'all for catching that. Vloggers, thank y'all for coming up. It's time for me to open up the panel. I'm gonna make this a lot easier to bring the panel up, okay? Y'all come back up, put the request in, so that way I didn't he gets here. All right. Okay, I like that hat. That hat is nice. All right, Mr. King. All right, so we got 4 spaces available.
Man, For the Haters called me a silverback and gorilla like 2 months ago.
Slow down.
But let's try to, cause
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good day. We got 2 more spaces available. Let me see who else is coming. Let me know if you're requesting us to be a juror. Okay, FWA.
I didn't even see you up there. Hey, baby.
FWA is here too, and then I have 1 more space available. Either you want to be a juror or an eyewitness. Request that. Let me know. Are you trying to come in?
You let me know if I need to be the bailiff.
I might need some help.
Or let me know if I need to be the district attorney. I need to be prosecuting petty or friends. You let me know who I need to go after.
We gotta see which way to get ready to go. 2 more spaces available.
I mean, for attitude, not For the Haters.
Good morning, Bray.
You said the wrong name for the haters. That was a mistake. All right, let me see. MGAKA, are you here to be a juror? MGAKA, are you here to be a juror?
Yes, good morning, everybody.
Good day. Okay, 1 more space available. Let me see. Who is this? Is this Lala or?
Yes, and I have some proof.
Oh, okay. So let's do it. I need y'all on mute. Pastor Petty and FWA is here.
Can I say something really quickly? I know that I have a very high-pitched voice as well as Friends does. Friends, please don't yell at us today, okay? Thank you.
Okay. I want us to have
If I start this shit off wrong, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
So you see, I was trying to be nice, Friends. I ain't even say nothing bad.
That's it.
How about we need to allow Pastor Petty and friends with attitude to be able to speak because this is their case. Y'all are just the jurors. I don't want either party to feel attacked by the jurors. If you want to pose a question, that can be done, but make sure it's done respectful because we definitely want to hear this case out, okay? We are officially going into the trial. Pastor Petty, you did request up first, so I am going to allow you to speak first, okay? Be clear with everything that you are saying because, as you know, the vloggers are here. Good day.
I was just wondering, could we get the whole clip played? Is that okay?
You said the whole clip?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name.
Is that okay?
As far as what happened in Manny's live, or
my story time?
Oh, your story. So, are you? Do you have it with you?
Yes, I have it right now.
I'm going to mute.
Shout out to the pastor.
Name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete.
The Silverbacks just... I just want to say to the congregation, good morning, hello, welcome to all the congregation that's in here. Please drop your church in the chat. Remember that God always sees the best in us. Before I play this clip, God is going to see the best in all of us. Always. Just remember that. In Jesus' name, always. Let me get this clip going. Here we go. Drake in the cage. Oh, more money. More money. More money. Like, give. Don't take my phone. I really acted this out. Hot me. Da. As Justice really Harry Silverback. Who. Give out. Throwing shit at you, just scooping it up and throwing it at you. And it's a gang of them. It's like this. You got the big Silverback sim right here, and then it's one right here. It's another one right here. It's another one right here. And it's congregation. Yeah, it's a congregation. And they all yelling. They all yelling at somebody. I don't know. They yelling at their comic cousins. It's about 8 of them. And that's their yelling. Doing. I'm getting a phone call. I would get a phone call right now. Hold up. I would get a phone call in the midst of that. They're all saying each other's names. They're saying so many people's names, all these Silverbacks. Yes, there is an albino one. There's an albino one. There's 4 albino ones because they're trying to fit in, but they really don't fit in. Like the music is just the music doesn't help. It just really rolls the imagery. There's these 4 albino ones, and they're on the side. They're looking real, like their fur is like real dusty. But you could tell they haven't like really bathed, and they got mud on them and stuff. And they're like, oh, me friend. And they're trying to fit in, but they really don't fit in with the Silverbacks. And the Silverbacks, why? Why the fuck am I doing this? And then, I didn't say no names. Once again, haven't said any names. There's no names being said at all. No need to say any names. And as...
Judge, the courtroom is screaming to me to tell you that they have heard this, Pastor Petty. I don't know if we've heard all of this, and
No.
can you tell us how long this clip is and how much longer is left?
This is a probably like 5 more minutes left in the clip. You heard the beginning, and it's steady being said.
So understand, y'all, when the clip was being played, FWA said we don't need to hear the rest. I'm just now hearing everything else that was said. I only heard what was said in minutes. I didn't hear all of that other stuff.
So, and me neither. I haven't heard it either. But so my question would be, and my also question to you, Petty, would be the reasoning. What's the reason that you were playing this? Is there a context in there?
Yes, the context is where was a person's name said, because just this morning it was said by Bella that she doesn't get any monetary gain. So is in context, could she say this video is about her as well?
Well, we definitely heard earlier that nobody's name was said. I think we did establish that earlier. I think that this is just my opinion, and I'm going to let you go ahead back with the clip because I know Bella wants to hear it. We heard earlier you say I'm not saying anybody's name, so you didn't say anybody's name. If I had to put my professional opinion on this, I think that you would be playing this more so to give a little insult to woman. I think it's giving to play it to piss friends off a little bit more. But if that's the context that you're looking for, then we already have that context. And you know me, Petty, and I'm very clocked in the courtroom too. And you know I'm gonna go to bat for friends too, so just let you know. This is nothing personal.
Okay, well, can I say something before you start? He already got up here playing with God. So if he would play with God, then of course he would play with me. So I'm gonna mute up.
Bella, my green screen is not working. Is there an Instagram that I can send you the proof? Or another way to send you the proof? My screen's not working.
If you want to send it to my IG, you can, and I can put it up for her.
All right, thank you, thank you, BK. I'm doing it right now.
Okay. All right. So I definitely do think we have context. So your point of playing the clip was, bottom line, you said no names. That was your only point. Okay. We heard you. Let's start there. Now that we've heard the clip, do you want to speak to it? Do you want to elaborate? This is your time to speak before I allow friends with attitude to speak.
Yes, I think it does it a disservice in the name of Jesus that we first off call our European brothers and sisters YT. It doesn't allow anyone to come in ever when there are multiple people from multiple nationalities. No one can ever call me black because in the dictionary that means demon or of darkness. It's the same with that YT. That means angels, and they're not angels. They have a heritage just as we have, and it is laying into giving them power with that YT term. I mostly feel like when it comes to being in snow bunny heaven, that it is a dislike amongst my brothers and sister that they do not like what goes on without any racism going on around me.
Hey, can you please stop speaking on the white people, please? Because what you do as a white person, what you do is vile and disgusting.
You know, what you do as a white woman, calling nappy head, you shouldn't even be up here talking about black women's hair. First off, not knowing what grade they hair is. You probably should be quiet and go back to Heathenville. That's where you should go. You should go back to where all the heathens are at. Because you are definitely a heathen.
An FWA case. I need you to have self-control, emotional control. Okay? Control your emotions, please. Lala, I would like for you to be up here because I know you are in support of FWA. But you have to be fair and allow him to speak, because when it's time for FWA to speak, I don't want nobody interrupting either party.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm going on mute.
We need to hear that. This has to happen so we can understand both mindsets. Because let's not forget why we are here. We're here because the case is they feel like Pastor Petty was being derogatory towards FWA, but then he brought charges on her
Queen.
to say, well, the same thing you're coming at me for, you allow in your space. And unfortunately, let's just understand why we are here. So both parties have to state their claim towards each other, and then the peers of the court will make the final decision, okay? Let's not lose focus. Pastor Petty, you may continue.
Now, when it comes to the jumble of stories that happen on my platform, the one thing I do with my European brothers and sisters is I make sure I block those ones who have been practicing racism actively. They are not allowed on my platform with the heathen behavior. Unlike there's one in here right now who I could probably play a clip on named Megan, who has called someone to say the N-word with the ER several times, and they gather together around said person. She's in here right now. On my platform, I do not tolerate the racism from my European counterparts. I do give history lessons to my brothers and sisters of African descent and European descent on why we should work together, going back to 1876, Bacon's Rebellion, when they introduced the term white, when we was working together over trying to get over the oppression of the capitalist man and the rich man trying to split us apart. But I do not allow one of European descent to talk about my brothers and sisters like that. Now, the problem is accepting the hateful money. I don't accept it, and I will not accept those dollars to allow someone to speak to me in a disrespectful manner. Going back to my video, once again, it was AI related in Jesus' name, and I did not say this woman's name. The problem is everybody going to tattletale when they have been talking big shit on Pastor Petty, running his name day after day after day, and Pastor Petty does a story time and you insert yourself into said story and he did not say your name. It is beyond heathenness to have people who talk shit on a daily on Messy Talk cry when Pastor Petty makes up a story. I find it heathenness and buffoonist and foolishness in itself. Crying and going to tattletale on me. I yield the floor now.
Okay, now that we heard what Pastor Petty had to say, we will hear from FWA. Once FWA speak, I will allow the jury to deliberate amongst each other. They will not ask Pastor Petty or FWA questions. They need to have the conversation within each other first. Talk to each other first, okay? We'll make sure I'm making the rules clear. Because we want to do what? Save the panel. FWA, thank you for your patience.
Bella, now you already know. I don't even get up over here in your box, so you already know this is this is theatrical, it's performative, and it's shit I don't give a shit about. Okay? If he'll play with Jesus and God, he'll play with me. And that's all I gotta say. All right?
Bella, in the meantime, in the interim, I have been sent evidence. If you would like for me to present that, or however you would like it, I do have evidence.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to place you into the bigger box. Do you need to have it where you are in the longer box?
Unfortunately, I do.
Okay, not a problem. One moment.
I do think this will go against a couple of the things that... Actually, let me screenshot them real quick. Hold on. I think I actually did screenshot them. This is kind of mediumly going to speak to if there was a name put on it. I just received evidence of his Patreon, I'm guessing. So this is the conversation. And I want to I'll read it and I want to point out a couple of things. Somebody in the Patreon said, this gorilla going to keep spitting on my phone. Somebody said, actually somebody with the name of FWA Crunchy Wig put some emojis, and there's her name right there, and it says, bet she wearing another Crunchy Party City wig too. That's the part where I want to say, I can say a name was said, and it was very direct. It says, don't go in saying that, and then you have a whole bunch of people sending gorillas and things of that nature. So this is proof. I've looked at all the names. There's a lot of names like cockroach, broken cockroach. So I do just want to show that.
My, oh my. That is definitely some wild evidence right there. I'm not gonna lie. I need y'all to continue to run up the lights. I'm going to stay in the big box for now, just so that way we can continue to engage. That is wild. I'm gonna keep my commentary to myself and allow the jurors to deliberate.
Do I have a moment to speak?
I have to allow the jurors to deliberate, because I wanted to make sure both parties spoke. I don't want it to be a back and forth, and then the jury don't get a chance to speak. You know what I'm saying? So let's hear what the jury have to say first, and then they will pose questions to y'all. Okay?
Bell, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down because they're sending me clips. So I'm gonna get these videos and get some more evidence. If you have space for another juror, I'm gonna clear out. I'll just put my IG down there for him.
Okay. All right, so Braid is going to get more evidence. Any jurors on the panel would like to go first and speak?
Yes, I would like to know where this evidence was obtained from. Who has this evidence in their possession?
I sent some of the evidence to him. There's other people sending evidence to him. The evidence was sent to me and a couple of other people that support FWA and that are in our lives. It was sent to us by someone.
Okay, so you yourself weren't in that group chat?
Yes, they were. Yes, they were. They are in my public Patreon.
You were a whole ass lie, Petty.
So let me explain the rules again to Pastor Petty. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's best that if you feel like anything that's being said from the jury that you want to address, when the opportunity presents itself, you can address it. Beautiful Goldie, are you here to be a juror? Oh, she probably don't know she's up there. Okay. So if not, I do have 2 spaces available for a blocker to come up. So if a blocker want to come up and fill the space until Braid is available to come back. Matter of fact, Blue, I think Blue and Jennifer. Jennifer, you're here to be a juror or a character witness?
I am, Bella. Thank you for having me on the panel. Good morning, everyone else on the panel, panel members. Am I able to speak now?
I can't break character.
Real quick, Blue, are you here to be a juror?
Yes, I'm here for FWA.
Oh, all right, there you have it. All right, so...
Okay, so I would really like to address the Patreon issue because that Patreon is actually public. Anybody can go in at any time and join. There's over 300 people in there. There have been people that don't even like Pastor Petty join that Patreon and post in that Patreon. And we have been able to catch some of the things that they post and delete them. But there are people such as Lala in that Patreon because they brag about being in the Patreon.
Go ahead, Jennifer.
They brag about being in the Patreon. They literally read Patreon comments live, like while they're live streaming. They'll read comments from the Patreon in real time, so you know that they're in the Patreon at that time. So I would like to bring attention to that. It is not a closed Patreon. I've heard all week that it's like a private Patreon. That is not the case. Half the people that are in that Patreon, we don't even know who they are. So I really feel like that is a point that needs to be made.
Thank you, Titi.
Okay, I want to address the false accusations. I don't even have Patreon on my phone. I'm not even on Patreon. So don't come to those lies. And I was not the one who was in the Patreon.
Hold on. Bella, I'm going to address her. Jennifer.
But hold on, for FWA, because what's happening is if we keep hearing what the jury have to say, you and Pastor Petty are going to keep addressing the jurors. I want the jurors to talk to.
Right, exactly.
I am not a part of the Patreon. There are some people in the Patreon that...
FWA, I have to be fair because I just told Pastor not to do it either. Because he wanted to address something that was said, but I told him no. I want the jury to
I'm really liking
first,
court.
which is why I clearly asked y'all. I gave y'all the floor first on purpose. I needed y'all to be heard first without interruption. We have to allow the jury the same respect, please. I know it's not easy, but just try to have some self-control. If you feel like you're going to miss something, just write it down so you can go back to it. Please.
Bella, can I address the accusations? How do you know that I'm in, and let's just go hypothetical, how do you know I'm in the Patreon when you don't know half the people that are in the Patreon? Because you literally just said that, number one, and number two, I'm not in the Patreon because I'm not the person that sent the group chat or sent pictures of the Patreon to FWA. So let's address those things. I actually had them sent to me. So let's stop with the false allegations. If you don't know half the people that are in there, how do you know I'm in there anyway? But I'm not.
Well,
Sorry
because you get those screenshots very quickly, Lala.
I sure do, because I have them hidden in my private Discord stashed away for cases
Oh, so
like
you
this.
have a private Discord. So see, there's
I
things
sure
that
do.
they say
So
privately.
let me pose a question to Jennifer. That's a good question. No, that's a good question, Lala. I would like to ask Jennifer. Lala posed you a good question, Jennifer. If y'all do not know who half the members are, why assume you know that Lala is in there? What proof do you have that Lala is in there?
Because she gets those in real time. Like, I would like to know her internet provider that she gets them so quickly.
I'm in there.
My internet source is Kinetic Windstream. I have Kinetic Windstream internet. That's how I get them in real time. Because somebody's in there that sends them to people.
Exactly.
Sends them to
They
me
read
and
it.
FWA and other people in real time. That's how the fuck we get them. Don't worry about how we get stuff. Just worry about you lying.
I don't lie, Lala. I must trust you, though, because you always...
And I was Patreon and I'm not. So you lied. You don't even know half the people that are in there, but you assume I'm in there because I get them in real time? Maybe because I got good sources and dependable people that send me stuff in real time.
Okay, Lala. I still believe she's in there. I would just like that on record. I still believe she's in
Crazy ass
there.
Patreon. Well, that's what you believe and you feel. That's not a fact.
Good morning, everybody. Personally, and I'm going to say something after I said personally. Personally, I do feel like Pastor Petty was talking to FWA, but that's my personal opinion. But once I heard the tape, there was no name on it. So no name was mentioned. But my personal opinion, I think that he was talking to FWA. And I think in the Patreon, they was talking about FWA also. That's my personal opinion.
Can I add as well to...
Can I say something? I'm so sorry. Hey, Blue, can I say something? Bella, juries are supposed to be like MG.
Why would she get a chance to cut Blue off? Why can't Blue speak first?
MGAKA or MGAKA. And we are impartial jurors. The rest of them are all involved. And so they're more of witnesses than jurors.
Okay, so that's a good point. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. All right, so real quick, in fairness, thank you for catching that FWA. Rizzy, Blue was speaking first.
And Bella, they could just call me MG. It's fine. You could just say MG.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry,
you're
Bella.
good. Okay, so yeah, but we just want to make sure that everybody's being heard, nobody's interrupting each other. We can have
It's crazy.
a conversation. All right, Blue, my apologies.
You're okay. Thank you. I just wanted to add to what we were talking about, how he didn't say any names in that live. Anybody that watches Pastor Petty, we know that he talks in code, so he's not going to mention anybody's names. When he's talking about me as well, he talks in code. So we don't know a lot how that code goes, but I definitely believe that he was also talking about FWA, and I was also in the Patron chat when the gorilla pictures were sent. And then after he was being accused of that, they started sending elephant pictures. So, I mean, I can provide. I'm in the chat right now. I'm looking for them.
Okay. So Blue made it clear he is.
While you are on that Patreon, Blue, go on and get everything else that is suspect and racist. Go just scroll up as far as you can and screenshot everything. Thank you.
Braid, I have all the stuff, to be honest. I have it all, but I just didn't feel like it needed to go this far because people will embarrass themselves. And I also want to say, if me and another person has had the same kind of conflict, when you call that a conflict of interest to have them up in the panel too as well, speaking on the case.
Okay. So, Rizzy definitely brought a good point to the court. It looks to me like the people that is in the panel are eyewitnesses, character witnesses. They are not jurors. We do understand that in order for you to be a juror, that means you have no direct involvement and you are able to listen to the evidence that is either presented or you can listen to the testimony from the people involved directly on the docket. So I'm going to submit the information that was provided as character witnesses, but I would need another panel of people who are not directly involved.
Okay, so let me say this because I'm going to end up dropping down. I would like to say people that I have argued with and had the same kind of discourse with, I would not like them to be a part of the case either. I would like to have people that I haven't had discourse with, haven't had these same conflicts with, because it is much so a conflict of interest if there is a juror up here that I have had a discourse with. That's a conflict of interest too as well.
Yeah, I would like to rebut that. The conversation at hand, the case at hand, has nothing to do with me. It's unrelated to me in any way.
It's either that or I'm dropping.
I mean, you can drop. But usually in court cases, defendants...
Give me 1 second, Rizzy, right there, if you don't mind. Because, you know, I do have you as my queen, but Bella also respectfully is. I'm going to ask you to recuse yourself. The first thing that came out of your mouth is she called you a silverback a couple of days ago. There is some biases there, and you bringing up the fact of what a witness and a juror is supposed to do, you know that you are biased. Respectfully, can you gracefully bow out into the next court case, if you don't mind?
I do mind.
Okay, well now I'm telling you, get the fuck down before I have to come home. Come back to the next case.
Hey, you want me to send Cassius down?
Yeah, you can't come down and grab a bag real quick?
I will.
It's a
I will.
lot.
I will.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It'd be faster.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, give me a second. If they looking for me, chat. If they looking for me, like let them know I went downstairs. Let them know I went downstairs.
So just making sure that we are clear.
You heard me?
Open up the panel.
You heard me? I'm going downstairs.
Discuss the case. So far, we had character witnesses. But if you would like to be a juror to discuss the case, you may request us. If not, I will gladly fill the space.
Bella, I'm dropping because I was just here to show proof. Thank you for allowing me to do so. I'm recusing myself.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay?
And I behaved today, Bella.
And I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing that. Again, I know that it can get a little rough on here, but the self-control, it definitely does help. So, yes, if y'all have no involvement, it would help. If there has been issues and I'm not aware of it, let me know, because I don't want nobody feeling like their opinion is pretty much biased, okay? We want to make sure we are being fair to both parties, not just FWA, but Pastor Petty too.
As a character witness, may I say one more thing before I get down for the jurors?
Yes.
I want to circle back around to what Blue said before he dropped, because it's almost the exact same situation, right? Lala said, hey, you can't say that I'm in the Patreon because you just said that that's how you feel and feelings aren't valid. Well, Blue just said, we feel that this was about FWA, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, he doesn't have any proof. That's a feeling. So you can't go on feelings because that's what he just said. So you can't. So, I mean, he just disproved the whole situation, correct? I mean, because Lala was fighting for that. That's all I'm saying. And also, you guys, the Patreon is public and it's free. I don't know where everybody's getting that it's paid. It is a free, open Patreon. Anybody can join.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for allowing me up, Bella, and have a great day.
You as well. I appreciate you coming in. And then I have one more space available. And again, it's going to be for a juror only, okay? No dogs in the fight. For the haters, you're here to be a juror.
Yes.
Mocha, you're here to be a juror.
Yes, Bella. Good morning.
Good day.
Looping. It's looping?
Yes, thank you.
Lan, you're here to be a juror.
Yes, ma'am.
She knows she fine, child.
Yeah, a little bit. I did run a little bit.
MG, you're here to be a...
Yeah, Ray.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure we're clear. So at any point, as jurors, if the audience catch y'all making it personal, if the prosecutor, Ray, catch y'all making it personal, at no point do not use yourself as an
Okay, so I will just I'm just going to jump right in and say, first and foremost, I do believe that the video is egregious, right? Despite what the context may have been or what they have been discussing, I think the prosecutor, Judge King, what a lovely name, by the way. I noticed that he asked a great question, which was, what is the context? Pastor Petty was unable to actually answer that question, which dived us back into confusion, right, of this case. When it comes to it being about FWA, it seems like there was a number of people that was in the live that also stated, like, no, we absolutely know that this is about her, because he wasn't good at, actually trying to be discreet about who he was talking about. Do I think it could have been about her completely? No, I've seen some of his content, and he's not really direct in a sense like other content creators would be. So it's hard to say it was directly about her, but it is acceptable to say that it could have been about her. So it's both and. And then lastly, I want to say, I think it's odd that we are like, this person's wrong on both ends, when they actually share the same sentiments, just in different fonts. Meaning that when they both go live, they're very much so enabling of white tea supremacy. So I don't know why they're
Thank you, Queen.
at this moment. Had it been one of them on the pro-black side of it, I know Pastor Petty wanted to be Malcolm X himself. Unfortunately, he was not, considering that he did try to other himself with his blackness. FWA does the same thing. So I think that this case is a little odd. The argument between both of them is asinine, considering that they have the same morality, in a sense. Thank you. I yield my time.
Okay, so Alex's testimony so far as her deliberation is, they both share the same views. So that's Alex's POV. For the haters?
Bella, they are saying check CA.
Oh, okay. But I'm listening. For the haters?
Hey, I agree with Alex. I'm just trying to see, is it who has the most support of them being disrespectful to each other? Because that's the only thing I saw. I mean, if you watch both of their platforms, they do the same thing. Their people do the same thing. And we're sitting here now when a lot of people are saying FWA people, and not so much her, but her people is allowed to have really disrespectful sentiments towards blacks. Then now we're here defending what is going on allegedly on her platform. None of this makes sense to me. And I'm waiting on all of the proof. And, you know, Bray King said that he was getting proof, so let's see the real proof.
There's a lot more proof they have sent, but I'm just waiting for Bella. And while we are waiting, guys, thank you for tapping the screen. There's 2,000 people in here. We're almost halfway through the show, so let's get halfway to a milli. Shout out to everybody sending populars as well. Thank you.
So the CA said there should be more men in the panel, women bias. So I only request up people, or accept people up, excuse me, that request up. So if men are requesting up, I'll accept them. I'm only accepting those who chose to come in. Make sense? Okay. All right, Mocha.
It's a wild one.
Oops, sorry. They both have egregious behavior. They both
Egregious?
about the same things, like was said with the jurors before me. So what exactly
egregious
is the question that we have to that you want the jury down the comments to answer, Bella? Then is FWA, yeah, that's what they're saying. What exactly are the charges? Or you don't know?
To see all.
Is this? They do whatever they want to do to get the coins. So it's whether it's kissing up the white people to get the coins,
Period.
And coming down on black people to get the coins. That is what they both do. Period. Point blank.
Well, I don't disagree.
The judge was looking for Mocha. Thank you so much.
I agree. Crazy.
The judge was looking for.
I agree.
We're going to go to the next person. We're going to yield our time back to Your Honor.
Bella, with all due respect, once the final juror is done with their opinion, am I able to interject one more point for this?
You better find it.
Please. Take you that long to find it.
The only reason why I'm going to say no, Alex, is because if you have something to add, then maybe Mocha might have something else to add. And then maybe
Mocha's pretty firm on her stance. All right, I will follow your rules, Judge. I apologize for my
I'm trying so hard to not make this the only case for today because we're already going into 10 o'clock. I'm doing my best. Let's hear from Lan, and then we're going to hear from MG.
Bella, hey, Bella, can I say something? Can I say something? And I'm going to be done with it. I'm guilty. Let Pastor Petty have it. I don't care. I'm always going to be guilty in the eyesight of my own people and any other people for that matter. I don't care. Just like you was just a minute about to be canceled by these same people that's finding me guilty. Remember they was going to cancel
I know.
at one point for flicking the bean and the pictures with you and Bray. These people, I'm talking.
Everybody,
I'm talking.
There you go, y'all. There you go. I'm respectful over here. I'm respectful. I'm so respectful.
I was not opening my mouth. You yelled at your panelists and your people. Nobody else come over here and yell at the jurors, bitch. I'm talking. Yeah, babe.
Friends, please stop yelling.
I'm talking.
Okay, friends, please stop yelling.
respectfully, Bella said friends can speak, meaning all
Nah,
boxes
I'm
should not be lit up except hers.
fucking have
Mine
it.
included.
This is why I don't fuck with this shit. Because just a minute ago, everybody was on a bandwagon to cancel whoever. They on whatever bandwagon they can be on to cancel whoever. I don't care. Y'all can have it. I am guilty. Bye. I don't got time for this. It's Sunday. I should be eating breakfast with my kids. Y'all have a wonderful day. And I'm going to stay guilty because I'm going to stay doing what I want to do with the supporters who support me genuinely, and not for me to have to jump on somebody's bandwagon or kiss ass for support. I will never do it. I'm not going to do it. The people who support me will continue to support me. And that's just it. I'm not begging for no supporters. And they don't support me. Never have. I've always been guilty in your court. So I'm going to stay guilty in your court.
So, friend,
have a blessed day.
Friend, stay right there before you go.
I'm about to go.
Before you go, I know you're about to go. I'm just saying this to you. I know you're about to go. I want to say this to you, sis. I feel like, and I know Bella's going to have a response as well, in my opinion, before you go. I feel like your anger, respectfully, is misplaced. Please don't interrupt me.
No, I ain't angry.
I already caught the interruption. I already caught the interruption, friends, and I knew you was going to leave, but I have to say this to you. Bella is not the problem. Bella has been amazing today. So organized in this court case, so unbiased. Your anger is not with Bella, and I think your anger is more so with your people, because they're saying at the end of the day y'all both do the same thing, and I know that's a hard pill to swallow, but they're not lying. Nobody is up here lying. I feel like you and Pastor Petty both have an army of white people, boo, and y'all are doing the same thing. So I feel like you shouldn't bow out. You should stay. You should stay strong. I know you're stronger than that, but your anger is misplaced. Bella has done nothing wrong to you today, and I say that with all due respect.
All right. So, respectfully, now I have to allow Pastor Petty to speak, because I want y'all to pay attention to why I specifically said I want the jury to speak first, and then we can go ahead and allow them to ask Petty in FWA. Unfortunately, the rules were not followed. FWA chose to interject. At that point, I have to be fair and allow Pastor Petty to interject. So we're going to make sure that nobody can say that one was favored over the other. Pastor Petty, what do you have?
I have to say, with my European descendant folks that come to visit me, at no point do I allow this on my platform. That is my child with a monkey on him. That is my child with a monkey. That's my wife right there. At no point in my platform do I attend or adjust with people of European descent that do stuff like this. We have two totally different group of European descendant folks that descend our profile. At no point do I allow this type of behavior from someone in my panel that's European descendant. The things that are being said about this black woman in this panel are egregious and outrageous, to not say the least. If my sound, where's my sound? Y'all read the clip, but they were talking about this black woman by the name of Miss Unknown, doing slurs, calling the lady the N-word and all such manner of things as well. I don't allow this. I may have European descended folks. I may have European descended people around me, but you please tell me where it's the same, where you have seen me allow European descended folks to talk about people of color, or to put monkeys on your face, or call you the N-word. You tell me where it's the same, where I have those people around me. I don't brag about being around these folks and making money. You run a clip where I am over there trying to get them folks money and trying to run up a bag off them folks off of colorism and racism and all sorts of tropes that they get to pay for to do. Please allow me to also state that most of these folks that are in here that do not like me are blocked. I don't entertain these European descended folks that like to come up here and use the LGBT community and other communities, fake allies, running up in here, acting like they with you one moment and then the next minute they putting voodoo dolls out there about you, trying to use black worshiping things that were downgraded to us to make us think Christianity is of a higher order. So please don't say one and the same unless you got a clip My European descendant folks that do come are European descendant, and they do respect it. I don't try to subset my platform to cater to my people only, but I do subset my platform to make sure that everybody can come in there and get their bank up to $10,000. I am financially literally, and I want everybody healthy, wealthy, wise.
Bella, may I?
You may.
Pastor Petty, you know I do visit your platform, and I do like some of the white people that be over there. Some of them are my supporters as well. When I clock you right here, please don't take it personal, but everybody gets a clock from me. Even with the accent that you coming up here, I don't know, I guess you're trying to give old school preacher, but it's also giving like minstrel show, shucking and jiving. I don't know if you're trying to be funny and mock somebody else, but I don't know. But I know that us people that are tapped the fuck in, I don't know. It's giving uncomfortable. It's giving you got the game fucked up. It's giving you got us all fucked up. But it's also giving you're coming up here to put on a performance. I can tell you got shit wrote down. I can tell you got your paper. You came prepared, bitch. You got your hat on and all that. Okay? There's a lot of people in here. There's a lot of people in here that love Bella, her big supporters. And all the shucking and jiving bullshit you got going on. Petty. Ho. Cut it. That's it.
Okay. Unfortunately, FWA has left, so you will not be able to pose any questions for FWA. But jurors, now is the chance for y'all to pose any questions that you may have for Pastor Petty. For the haters, would you like to go first?
Both of them guilty.
I'm sorry?
She said both of them guilty, Bella.
Do you have a question that you would like to pose or no?
Nope.
Okay. Mocha, is there a question that you would like to pose?
Nope.
Okay.
Pastor Petty, what prompted this conversation that you were having subliminally about FWA? What prompted that conversation? If it wasn't about FWA, what prompted you to have this conversation in the first place? Like, was there something else? Since you say that it wasn't about the FWA, was it something else or someone else that offended you or upset you to make you have this said conversation? Or did you just start going in just to, just to be like, I'm talking, just another day to have a conversation?
It wasn't a conversation. Nothing that happens in my platform is usually a conversation. I just started telling a story about AI gorillas. It wasn't a conversation. Nobody else is in the box with me. I'm just telling a story on my own. I can also show that I am telling a story on my own. No one else is up there. I am by myself. There are a lot of people that ask for money. So, as I stated, a hit dog a holler, but I also stated this story is not about anyone. And I was like a child, as it was stated. I was absolutely enthralled in having fun by myself. There could have been nobody in that room and I still would have had the same good time by myself and laughed and had a good time by myself.
So do you find it egregious to talk about gorillas and monkeys to YT people?
I have a mixed crowd, so they're not just European descendant people amongst us. And I try not to use YT because it does give them power, just like during Bacon's Rebellion, it subsets us when we're all human. But when I am telling a story about gorillas, the same gorillas you can find on your For You page, are we going to be outrageous with the same gorillas that you can find AI Sasquatches and gorillas on your For You page, is what I hear to you, because they are found amongst both of us, so amongst all of us, those same AI gorillas.
Bella, I do have a few questions whenever I'm able to. If it's after the panel or whatever, can you come into me? But I have a few questions to clock in on.
Well, for sure, because I damn sure had some myself. But Anonymous.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. You have a question for Pastor Petty?
My first question is, Petty. I do. My question for Petty is do you see the similarities that others may see between your fictional characters in your story and FWA?
No, I would love for context to be applied. I do not see the same. I just don't see where I have someone of European descent talking about your grades of hair, or then and forth allowing them to laugh in your face when calling other people silverbacks. I'm just confused about that sameness because no one of European descent was in my panel. And we cannot also tell who the people in the Patreon are because they don't have a color behind their names.
Okay, sir. And my next question for you is, do you find it financially lucrative to play the white tea folks against Messy Talk when it comes to rage baiting?
Wonderful question. You will find on multiple occasions that Pastor Petty has said, don't gift me. And I don't do what I do as far as my educational part of my platform for money. I do it for free, and I come on live because I do it because I have fun. I don't do anything for financial gain on this app. So I never ask for any gifts, nor do I pander a CA or any app for gifts. I play in people's faces now by saying there's a 5,000 Patreon chat and there are 10 people in it.
Okay, one more follow-up question, Bella, if I may. What do you then, how do I want to say this? The money that you're making, because I can see here that you're sitting on 25K coins. Are you regifting, or because you said you don't do it for the money, so are you keeping the money at the end of the day?
I regift. I go around and go to other people's lives and regift. I do what? Let me say this: Pastor Petty does have merch on Fourth Wall. So when I say I'm not pandering, that means every day I'm not telling you about merch. I'm not telling you about I'm not really. It's not a money grab. That's what it's not. So I regift. The funds stay there, and it's regifted. And the little $100 that you'll see come from Tick Leap from time to time is $100. Pastor Petty isn't getting thousands of dollars off TikTok. $190, $3, $50 is not a lot of money. So if I'm pandering to European descendant folks, I should be making a lot more. I should be making thousands.
Okay, that's the end of my questions. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you. And I take it, Lynn. No questions?
I asked my questions.
Gotcha. Alex.
Thank you, Bella. For Petty, would you arguably say that it makes sense that people would feel as though you and her share similar sentiments because of things that you've said in this court case, such as, I welcome everyone. Those are her sentiments, right? Or you say things like, well, I didn't have them on the panel while I was discussing the monkey or silverback things, but they were in the live. Or you say things like, I'm not here for the gifts. I'm just here to just be a presence on the app and be my authentic self, whatever that means, while still othering yourself again as a Black person. Can you understand, I won't say arguably, can you understand or fathom why would even allude to the fact that you and her share similarities with the verbiage that you have been using during this entire case? Nice fedora, by the way. I love a good fedora because I'm happy. It's for real.
I'm using non-capitalist. This is a capitalist society that uses things in the society to subset ourselves amongst each other. I'm using the language of non-capitalist society as a non-homogeneous society, as a melting pot society, which most people don't know that the Statue of Liberty is made for us. So, and when I say us, I mean people of color. So there's a plaque put on there that says, "Give me your poor, give me your weak."
What is that? What's in the back?
That is my child.
Oh. No worries. Okay.
I don't see the same because I'm always giving everybody a history lesson on why they need to understand the post-traumatic syndrome that comes with people of color. I do a great job of trying to make sure we're not just seeing color and we just all don't bleed the same. So when it comes to saying our platforms are the same, when it comes to European descended folks, I make sure that when it's necessary in time, I am doing a great job of letting them know it's just not about bleeding the same or not seeing color, that it is about the post-traumatic syndrome that has been put on us. Yes, baby. That has been put on us as a people. And I understand that for my people, it's hard for them to stomach the things I say because it's not just surface level. I do reach deep.
Why is this not working?
Stop, leave it alone.
Because MG didn't go yet. So hold on, break. One more. MG?
Yes. I spoke a little earlier, but I just want to say that the text, I didn't see no name correct. The same as nobody mentioned the name Bray. In the text, there was no, people was commenting, but they didn't put a name on it. Am I correct? So to me,
the person's name was FWA's Crunchy Wig.
Okay, so it was one. Okay, so I'm going to stick with the evidence. So I do feel like, I don't have a question for Pastor Patty, but I'm going to stick with, I feel like he was talking to her. And in the text, it did say FWA. But he did not mention it, but in the text, it say FWA.
Can I
Stop,
ask
please.
a question, Bella?
Stop.
You may.
Is it possible Bray King can go ahead and show us the rest of the evidence? Because, you know, it seems like the scale is tilted towards...
Jay, I don't think the evidence they sent me was not directly necessarily with them. The evidence they sent me was about the white people that they hang around. So
okay, babe.
I call an Icy Bliss nappy-headed last week, and that's Friend's person. Somebody sent me a video of somebody named Bougie saying the N-word with a raccoon in her background. They have sent me stuff about the white people that they hang around.
Oh, real quick, those are her people. Those not my people.
Okay, that's where I got it mixed up. I thought it was more evidence. So that's why I kept saying I was
about all the white people that they hang around. Not necessarily them, it was about the white people they deal with.
Okay, babe.
Yeah, just to let y'all know that's important. So yes.
So Bray, go ahead and pose your questions that you have for Pastor Petty.
All right, you guys, while we're in here with the 2.2, could all of you please, the entire time that I'm asking him these questions, just tap Bella's box together as a whole, and we can just run these lights right on up. Let's just go ahead and tap last real quick as well. Pastor Petty, I'm gonna just start off and I'm gonna just jump straight into it, okay?
I can't tell him. I can
Seeing as
try.
to how, you know, we just saw the messages in your Patreon of the gorillas and stuff like that, right? And then you showed us people putting the gorilla or the picture over your child. How do you expect us to have any sympathy for you when you're doing the same thing? How would you want us to feel bad for your child when you're doing it to a black woman?
Make it absolutely clear again, story was not about her. Just because someone inserts themselves into a story doesn't mean that the story is about them. Once again, when people are posting gorilla pictures inside of the Patreon at the same time that I'm telling a story about AI was not about her. If someone insinuates and continues to make something about themselves indirectly, it still doesn't mean it's about them. Someone can have a profile name named that. It does not mean when they speak it's always about that person. The difference is you can see that that monkey picture is directly on me, on my child. None of those gorilla pictures are saying her name.
So you're okay, gotcha. I'm not one too much for the gaslighting or manipulation or anything, so I'm gonna let it go over my head. I think some of the people are also tapped in, but that's gonna go over my head. You said something about, well, I call that throwing rocks and hiding your hands. I call it throwing rocks and hiding your hands. You might call it, other things. I think that's throwing rocks and hiding your hands, personally. You said something about the images and stuff, the AI images being on. Oh, we just hit 300,000. Shout out to all of the active engagers and the tappers. As I'm looking up there, we have about 200 people tapping together. If we could maybe get 500 people to tap Bella's box, you will see the likes jump up tremendously. If we had 1,000, you would see it jump up drastically, okay? Everybody, if you can, just tap Bella's face for a second. So you said we could find the AI images like that made it okay, right? Is that why you said that you can go find these same images on your For You page?
I mean, I can show them right now. I can show a gorilla with a pink wig on yelling at them. I could literally show you right now on TikTok.
Right. I've seen those AI things, but just because it's on the FYP, does that mean it's cool for you to allow white people to be speaking on it and sending gorilla images?
They see the same videos on the For You page.
Right. I know they see them, but does that make it okay for them to be sending it in your Patreon? Do you have a problem with white people discussing black people in manners in references to gorillas?
Well, you have to find a receipt of them speaking on black people as gorillas. Now, if they're just posting gorilla images, they're just posting gorilla images. They're primates.
Right, so you think that...
And that's part of their lineage as well. They have 25% DNA that's primate.
Specifically when they were talking about her wearing the crunchy wig again.
That's their profile name, Braid.
No, they said it in the comment. They put it in the chat that said she's wearing another crunchy wig from Party City.
Once again, the profile name of that. Oh, I got you. You would have to prove that that's a white person.
No, I wouldn't have to prove that.
That profile name is specifically a white person. All the profile names you'll have to go through and say, this is a white person, this roach is a white person, this crunchy wig is a white person. How do you know directly that that's a white person?
Just because, and I can't say that I know for a fact that's a white person because they have fake names, if that makes any sense. There will be no necessarily proof. That would tie me into my next point of what you were giving about the education, about what happens in post-traumatic and everything.
Yeah.
Which part of that do you think that you suffer from, and what part of the American dream, I guess you would say, do you suffer from?
I think when it comes to post-traumatic slave syndrome by Dr. Joy DeGruy, I think when it comes to Dr. Joy and post-traumatic slave syndrome and the systematic underlying things that not only we do as black people, but that unknowingly European descended folks do as well, and that's Dr. Joy, well-read, and post-traumatic slave syndrome that I think we all need to go over. I think we all suffer from it, be it if we don't want to go into certain neighborhoods because they are European aligned, or be it when a European descended person sees one of us and decides to lock their door and we lock ours back, our car door, and they feel some type of way. I think we are all suffering. I think there's colorism around here where there will be somebody that looks European descendant, but they're actually African descendant, and a white teller will make them feel more comfortable, and then you as their cousin will roll up right behind them and they'll think that you don't have money or something. So I think everybody in America, all black people in America, suffer from that.
That make Elmo talk.
No, go in there with your mommy.
Bella, I yield my time.
Please, I don't want.
Stop. Go in there with your mommy.
Next question, friend.
Go in there with mommy. I can't right now. Give me a second. got me all in my damn feelings. Yeah, I got a child to raise. Fuck.
I'm sorry, just let me know when I can ask my questions. Or questions.
We're listening.
So this question is posed to Pastor.
You want Elmo?
If you
Stop
were
right here. Stop right here. Stop right there. My apologies. Yeah, I can't let you do that. Because if we're going to have these positions and you're the bailiff, you're the bailiff. That's it. So you can't jump in and out. So unfortunately, I can't let you do that. I want to make sure that this trial is extremely fair and all other trials are fair going forward, because I'm recognizing the mistakes that are being made. We got to make sure that we're being fair. So if you're going to be the bailiff, be the bailiff. If you're going to be a juror, be a juror. If you're going to be a character witness, be a character witness. So Rizzy, she made a good point today, and as I'm listening to all this, I'm reflecting, learning from my mistakes. If you're going to be in certain positions, you have to be in certain
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm too well world. Nah, there wouldn't be no answers, no questions.
Yes, ma'am. I'm bailiff. I don't got no more questions. Y'all shut the fuck up here and while Bella talking.
Hey, we ain't even have all these questions, and I got to cover with all this damn education. It's crazy.
Okay. Stop it. All right. All right. Anyway, I take it no one else has any more questions for Pastor Petty as far as the jury go.
I don't, Bella.
All right. So now that we are here, it's time for me to go ahead, move this along with y'all in the panel, and then we're going to direct it to the audience. Based on the testimony that was heard today, based on the evidence that was submitted, the audio that we heard, the character witnesses, for the haters, do you find Pastor Petty guilty or not guilty?
Before I give an answer, are we going to vote on both of them or just him?
Both. I'm doing one at a time.
Okay, he's guilty.
Okay. Mocha?
Guilty.
I'm fine with it. This how they felt already, so it's fine.
Guilty.
Lan?
Guilty.
Alex? MG?
Randoms, don't matter. They look like graced them with my presence.
6 out of 6 jurors have concluded that they find Pastor Petty guilty. Now I'm going to pose the question to the audience, because the final decision is always left up to your peers of accountability court, okay? Do you find Pastor Petty guilty or not guilty? Guilty is red.
I know, right?
Guilty is blue. Guilty for red, not
Y'all run up the votes. Not guilty for blue. Go run up the votes. Go run up the votes. Go vote. Not guilty. Go.
People out of the 2.3 to get active with the poll. Bella said.
Bella, the Bella Leon.
Thank you to everybody and all the active engagers in the building. We're almost at 400,000 taps. Continue to tap Bella's box as people are voting. Thank you, everybody who is supporting the live.
I know. The conflict of interest is fine.
BK. All right. So yeah, the numbers is pretty high, but we clearly see which direction your peers is going. It looked like your peers have spoken, Petty. And we have less than 10 seconds for y'all to put y'all final vote in. All right. So the majority, 441 people of your peers, Pastor Petty, have found you guilty. All right. I'm going to move on to FWA. For the haters, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Mocha.
Guilty.
Man, we didn't even need an attorney. We didn't even need one.
Guilty as shit.
Oh my!
We didn't even need an attorney. What the hell? We didn't need nothing. I knew how this was going to play out. That's why I had to cut this song over here.
Guilty.
Shit.
6 out of 6 jurors have concluded that FWA is guilty.
She's been
is left up to your peers of accountability court. If FWA is guilty or not guilty. Red for guilty, blue for not guilty.
I want to thank everybody who actively engaged with the last poll. We had about 700 interactions. Could we please get 500 or more as well? Bella said red is guilty and blue is not guilty for FWA. On this break, after you grab your vote, go ahead and grab a few populars. Bella is now in the 50s. With 2.4 thousand people in here, respectfully, she can be number one. So go ahead and grab a few populars.
Oh, she didn't even get she didn't even get like 100 people. She didn't get like 200. They got it.
Appreciate you. Okay.
Yeah. Lord Jesus.
All right.
Bella, can I quickly say when you do evaluations for your you know how they do employee evaluations with this being bailiff. I just want to say, as a peer reviewer for him, he's doing an amazing job. So I hope that not only does he get a raise, but I hope that you give him a 10 out of 10 for his evaluation. Just as a
Miss Trial.
Great job, Judge King. I don't know how to fuck his two judges, but amazing job, bailiff.
Girl, it's a way. There's a way.
Here as prosecutor, DA, whatever you want to call that, but he's not in the role of...
Well, at least I know I got a bunch of haters, though. That's the good part.
I see how you try to ease that in there with your messy ass. I see how you did that.
Routine, I can't play it.
The majority, over 400 people, because I'm not going to lie, I got a little distracted, missed the number. Over 400 people did find FWA guilty. Okay, so she has been found guilty by the...
I know, right?
Accountability Court, and I would like the 439. Thank you for the number. And for those who are hitting the follow button, to support Pastor Petty, FWA, I say this to you both. FWA, if you are listening from somewhere else or it might get related to you, understand your peers are saying to both of y'all that y'all are one and the same. Your peers feel like y'all carried out certain behaviors in your platforms. This is how your peers feel about the both of you. They feel like neither party had the right to call each other. When y'all both have people, I would say housing. You both house.
Okay, I got you.
Have been accused of major offenses to your own people. Is what the problem is. Now going forward, you cannot tell anybody how to run their platforms, how to run their spaces. Y'all as the audience, make sure you do your due diligence. If you are aware of the type of spaces that both parties hold, it is your responsibility to simply...
Thank you, Jennifer.
Which channel you press the button into. I have the right to turn the channel and say, you know what?
No, not at all. Not at all.
For Judge Mathis, I'd rather watch Judge Judy. I'd rather watch Judge Maybelline. It's all a choice. These people have a choice to run their spaces the way they see fit, but you have the control. Audience, hear me clearly. You control what you see and what you hear. Just know that. Change starts somewhere. And that's all I have to say to that. If you are an all-inclusive space, such as myself, it's obvious that this is an all-inclusive space. One is courts. All is welcome. But my actions with people show that all is welcome. What's understood do not need to be explained. I can have this court case fairly and not have to make him out to be worse or her out to be worse. No. If both parties is wrong, both parties is wrong. Learn from it, move on. Before you go, Pastor Petty, is there anything else you would like to say? And we appreciate
Yes.
you coming.
Yes, so what I would like to say is those people that I have blocked that voted guilty, they are not my peers, and I'll never unblock your ass. You voted guilty, remember, I know your ass is blocked, and you will always be blocked. To the one named resilient silent monster down there that faked her suicide with the fake 5150 down there, you make sure you stop doing voodoo spells and shit that is not white culture. Oh, huh? Huh? Okay. Let me continue on before I go.
Yeah, don't piss me off now. So I have a question too.
To the haters, to all the haters, I appreciate you. If you've never been in my space and you voted not guilty, remember, before you point the finger and throw stones at my glass house, make sure yours is clean as well. Because you one day could be up in this court as well, and I'm going to vote not guilty even though I didn't view your platform ever or ever been in your space. I'm voting not guilty from now on everybody because I know y'all ain't seen nothing that goes on in my space. To my brothers and sisters in here, to my brothers and sisters in here of African and European descent that do and have seen my content, I will continue on now telling stories. Today's stories will be about jackrabbits and crickets, and I will tell all plethora of stories without saying anyone's name and having a good time, as always. You beautiful people in here that are wonderful and have no hate in your heart, I want you to have a fine, wonderful day in the name of Jesus, Allah, and the Holy Ghost and the Triple Trinity. I want you all to be blessed. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Thank you for coming in. All right, so there we have it, y'all.
Bill.
That was Pat coming in. All right, so there we have it, y'all.
Bill.
That was Pastor Petty.
Bill.
And every page.
I'm not getting nerves.
On my main? You want me to do it on my main?
And it's just one more thing with this case because I'm very curious, on my philosophical shit. I don't know how, but I'm wondering.
All right.
To how, FWA, or it could be
all right.
do their 1-2 with white people or whatever. Does that mean that they should not be defended, you feel me, when it comes to certain things? How it's saying that this happened to her? Just because she does it to others doesn't mean let's not defend this black woman, or...
I gotta download that. Hey, I'm on the let me see. Let me move this. I am though.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Brittany.
So it's so much has happened, and it's only 9:30. Like I'm glad I woke up so early. I understand why you was in the bed sleeping last night.
I was. There's so much that happened, but I was. I don't open up the other house, Brittany. If you want.
Listen, I came to we're having stories about jackrabbits, and I have a story about jackrabbits that I wanted to tell you. When I was 16, okay, I live where there's snow, right? And snow packed on a gravel road all winter makes it icy almost all of the time. I was driving home one day, and my mom just happened to be riding with me. We were down the gravel road headed to our house, and a couple rabbits ran out in front of me. So I slammed on my brakes. My car whipped a shitty and then went backwards into the ditch. And my mom said, "What the fuck are you doing?" I said, "Well, I didn't want to hit it." She goes, "So you put yourself in the ditch? You hit it." Like, what the fuck? I said, "Mom, I don't know the difference between a rabbit and a jackrabbit, and I wouldn't want the horns to pop the tire." And my mom said, "Are you dumb?" I was so confused because the lady's house next to my mom's business my entire life had this huge collection of taxidermied animals and had a plethora of jackrabbits. I legitimately thought they were out there in the wild growing 8-point horns and all the things. And so I didn't want to fuck my car up. Listen, I've never let that story. My family just always reminds me of it.
Oh no.
I love your story, Retina. I have a story about a snake.
Oh. Did a snake block Pastor Petty?
A snake blocked Pastor Petty. Once upon a time, in a cabana, at the summer cabana, there was a snake that was biting people on the low. They got called out. The snake got found out it was biting people. We chopped the head off the snake. And the snake somehow grew another head and slithered to another cabana and fell in line with the other cabanas, secretly biting the other cabanas, the other people in the other cabana. But from time to time, they slithered to the cabana that they just got kicked out of and continued to bite the people. They put voodoo spells on people. They go and lie on people. They go and do all type of stuff, just slithering and tooting and hollering.
Could you imagine slithering into a cabana that had already
chopped your head off?
Had traps for you to catch you and to hurt you? Could you imagine just going there willingly?
Just cousins, pick your feet up because the snake is in here.
The snake is slithering in here, and I want to go face to face with the snake.
Really?
I got something for the snake.
Really? Up in here?
She's always here. The snake is always here.
Okay.
But you know what they did to the snake at the end of? You know what they did to the snake at the end of Anaconda? Blew him up.
Let me
anyway,
close
Patty.
this. Y'all come.
Take us
y'all come over
home.
here.
I don't like the summer house. The summer house is not fun. Take us back home.
Retina, I'm about to. I don't want to drop you somewhere you ain't supposed to be.
What? Where are we going?
The other house, the main house.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let me let Queen of Blessings. Go ahead before I close. Oh no, she said she's coming to the main house. Okay. Hey, yeah, we're going to the main.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.